You're watching Maryland Public Television's Public Access Channel. It's 3 a.m. and it's time for Cuttin' with Cyle with your host, Cyle.
Welcome back, Cutters! Come on! Hello, and welcome back to Cuttin' with Cyle. I'm your host, Cyle, with a C. Last week on our show, we covered the 4 basic food groups: pork, bacon, steak, and pork. This week, we're covering the 5th fundamental food group: chocolate chip cookies. Now, to help us make this recipe, we're using Cooking for Geeks by Stephanie Meyer.
Jeff Potter.
What?
Jeff Potter.
Jeff Potter. What? There's vampires in it.
There are no vampires.
There's no vampires?
There are no vampires in that book.
Are you... I read the whole thing. If you pick up this book, go to page 247 and find the recipe for a mean chocolate chip cookie. Now, if you're like me and enjoy a good sci-fi read, you'll have a really hard time putting this down.
Kyle.
And now it's time to shape cookies. And what better way to do that than with one of my all-time favorite video game characters, Hubert.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. And 75% of his closest friends: Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and as you may notice, there's a complete lack of Clyde with a C. But don't let that deter you from not making a complete set, because just use any of these 3 more than once. And if you're already making cookies, then come on, you squares, make a whole mess of cookies. Ooh! Woo! Cookies are done, 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 done. Don't those look good? Question time! In case you don't have enough room in your tummy right now to hold all these things, then where could you put them? Personally, I use a 12 by 12 fully operational sculpted ceramic Death Star cookie jar. It's the perfect place to toss your cookies.
Keep your cookies.
Keep your cookies. Stay on target. He's too close. Stay on target. Buckets! Well, thanks again for tuning into this week's show of Cuttin' with Cyle. As always, I'm your host, Kyle, with a C. Join us next week when we tackle macaroni and cheese. Keep cutting.
You're watching Maryland Public Television's Public Access Channel. Stay tuned for Everything's Exciting, Scandinavian Dance and Massage Techniques with the incomparable Hans Vex.